Raj Bharat, your master of ceremony for today's meeting. Welcome you all in the speech marathon of Chalk and Duster Toastmasters. In this speech marathon, we will have sequence of speeches and the sequence of evaluators who would be evaluating their speeches according to the project objective guidelines. We have 6 fabulous speakers who have prepared their speeches as per their guidelines. Today they will be presenting with us. In this speaking journey today, we are receiving help from timer Pradeep, who is timer for today's meeting, and I will request timer Pradeep to share timing guideline for the prepared speeches. Over to you, Toastmaster Pradeep, the timer for today.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome, Toastmaster Raj. And yes, I'll be the timer for today. So greetings, Mr. and Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As a timer, I will take the formal speeches and the evaluations, and I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. For the icebreaker speech, you'll be having a time limit of 4 to 6 minutes in length. And for today, the icebreaker speech would be given by Meena Karmakar and Zain Abdin. So at the end of 4 minutes, I will raise a green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise a yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will raise a red card. So other speeches, most of the other speeches, which is 5 to 7 minutes for the other 4 speakers. At 5 minutes, I will raise a green card. At 6 minutes, a yellow card. At end of 7 minutes, I will raise a red card. The individual evaluators should be evaluations would be between 2 to 3 minutes. And at the end of 2 minutes, yes, I'll be raising a green card. At the end of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise a yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will raise a red card. Thank you, Mr. and Madam Toastmasters. Over to you, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Raj. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pradeep, for sharing timing guideline for the prepared speeches today. So we have 6 prepared fabulous speakers. Are you all excited to listen them? Great to see all these energy. Today, we have just made a reshuffle in the speaking order, the one which we had published in the agenda. So one of the speaker which have to leave little early. So we are taking that speaker as the very first speaker today. And that first speaker is Toastmaster Shilpi. So for evaluating the Toastmaster Shilpi speech, we have Toastmaster Pithambaran. Hello, Toastmaster Pithambaran. May I request you to share evaluation objective for Toastmaster Shilpi speech. You are on mute, Pithambaran.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Raj, fellow Toastmasters. Good evening to you all, and Toastmaster Shilpi Upadhyay. Toastmaster Shilpi Upadhyay is attempting her speech, that is a third project from level 1, introduction to vocal variety and body language. The speech objective or the purpose of the speech is, the purpose of the project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. Now, the speech is, it is a well-organized and structured speech, and awareness of, it can be of international standards or humorous or informative, any sort of the type what the speaker selecting. And also, I will be evaluating the speech based on the characteristics which needed for the project, that is more or less on vocal variety and body language. Thank you very much, and back to you, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Raj.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pithambaran, for sharing a speech objective for Speaker Shilpi speech. Hello, Toastmaster Shilpi. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Uh,
Yes,
are you able to see timer screen?
I can. I can.
Awesome.
Sure.
So, Toastmaster Shilpi, speech objective. Toastmaster Shilpi, art of
Yes.
parenting. Art of parenting, Toastmaster Shilpi.
Thank you. Thank you all. And here I come with art of parenting. But before starting this, I want to know that why do we call it as the art of parenting? Why are we not calling it as the ways to parent, the ways to upbring your kid? Why do we always call it as art of parenting? Can anybody of you answer this thing? I would like to have some of your answers in the chat box. Why is it always art of parenting? I have 4 or 5 questions back to back, so I would like you if you can answer me well in time so that I can end my speech well in time. It is a skill. Thank you, Mr. Pradeep. Any more answers? Why do we call it as art of parenting? Why not rule book for parenting? Why not any guidebook for parenting? Why? Okay, it's an art because every situation you need. Thank you, Madhu. It is natural. I'm not a parent, so can't tell. You will be telling very soon. It has to be art, can't be science of parenting. All right. Okay, tell me something. What do you think? Since when this parenting has been taken? Is it something which is very new, which has come up with this generation XYZ? Or do we have it since our olden times? How is it? Okay, I think I'll give you this answer. Anybody of you have read Chanakya Niti? Have anybody of you read Chanakya Niti? Okay, have you read the chapter 2 Society? In Society, you will find 5 shlokas dedicated to parenting. This is the kind of importance we have. It is so much ingrained in our life because since the very olden days, to rule a society, to make a society upskilled, to make a society a wonderful society, we need to have proper parents. Now, I'll share a very small story before going ahead with the 5 A's of parenting. I'll share a very, very small story. Now, have you all heard about Mahabharata? I am sure you all must have. You must have seen also. 3 questions from Mahabharata. One, do you think same teacher can give different values to different individuals? And if yes, does parent play some role? Same teacher can give different values to different individuals, and if yes, are parents playing role in that? I'm getting answers yes. Yes, we know about Duryodhana and Arjun. They both had same teachers, but their parents were different, right? Now, do you think any intelligent student, any bright student, any bright kid can be very well influenced by the company, how well your parents are? Do you think that? That any bright student can be very well affected by the company, however good parents you have? Yes, we know about Karan. He had very simple parents, very noble parents, but he was very much influenced by the company. We will understand the reason of all these things. We will understand the reason. Now, do you think that when parents turn off their back to their children, it is even affecting them? Yes or no? I think yes. We know about Gandhari and we know about Dhritarashtra. One was physically blind and another was tying closing her eyes. So they have actually turned off their back to their parents. Now let me tell you 5 things, 5 A's which can be problem and 5 A's which can be solution. Considering each aspect of Mahabharata. first aspect where Duryodhana and Arjun had same guru, but at the end of the day, they had parent, two different parenting styles they had. So here comes acceptance. Here comes acceptance, A for acceptance. What is your child taking from you and how you are accepting your child? Here, Duryodhan had a very clear vision that he wanted to be a king, and only his result was appreciated. But if we talk about the second A, that is appreciate the efforts, that was absolutely missing. There were no appreciation of the efforts, rather, results were only appreciated. So we need to appreciate the effort. If your child is getting this time 6 marks and last time he had got 4 marks, we don't have to say, still you haven't got 10 marks. You should have got 10 out of 10. Why have you got 6 still? But we have to say that yes, I really appreciate that you have gone 2 steps ahead, or from 4 you reach to 6. That is the way. Third thing, advice from others. This is the time when your child will take advice from others and follow them. Example, why it happens that we tell to teachers that, ma'am, please take care. This is my child and he is not listening to me at all. He doesn't study at home. But if you say, he will definitely study. This is the time when students are very well influenced from others' advice. So, advice from others is again here we need to take. And there is nothing wrong in that, believe me. So, we have discussed 3 A's. One is acceptance, acceptance of your child respectfully. We need to accept his will and wishes. Secondly, we need to appreciate the work, the efforts, not the result. Third A talks about advice from others. That yes, if you can incorporate some other counselor or guide to your child's life, there's nothing bad in that. But you need to fix up the limitation. Now, the things comes is ask them. In spite of telling them that this is what you have to do, we need to ask them. For example, telling them that we are not going to have an ice cream today because you might get a cold, as I have got. We could have tell them, I suggest that we can postpone the ice cream for next time. You might get cold. What do you say? So respecting them, asking them is very important. And the fifth and the last point is adventure. As your child grows up, he wants to explore new things. And you can be the best adventurer person for him. In spite of moving to any other Shakuni, he would come to you and focus on you. That must be his right thing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Shilpi, for sharing beautiful speech, beautiful message for us. Thank you so much, Shilpi, for that. I will request Surgeted Arms Abhishek to share feedback link. Yeah, kindly take a minute to share feedback to a speaker Shilpi using the link which Surgeted Arms Abhishek just had posted in the Zoom chat. Let's move ahead now with the second prepared speaker for today. And second prepared speaker is Toastmaster Meena, who is just 1 day old in the Toastmasters. Great to see Toastmaster Meena. She would be delivering icebreaker speech. I mean, a Toastmaster starts their Toastmaster journey of speeches with the icebreaker. And for evaluating her speech, we have Toastmaster Pradeep. I will request Toastmaster Pradeep to share a speech objective for Toastmaster Meena speech. Toastmaster Pradeep.
Thank you, Raj.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raj,
Thank
and
you.
thank you everyone for giving me opportunity to speak and
Yes.
that to introduce myself. So my
Yeah.
long story in a short story in a long.
Toastmaster Meena, kindly
Kindly
wait for a moment. Let me introduce you first. Okay. So, are you able to see timer screen? You may confirm
Yeah.
once. Okay. So we will begin now. Okay. Give me a moment. Toastmaster Meena, short story of long life. Short story of long life. Toastmaster Meena.
Thank you, sir. So thank you, everyone. Definitely, life is experience is so long, but I need to summarize my story in 4 to 6 minutes. It's not very easy for me, but still I try. Thank you. So keep learning. We almost everyone knew about it. This concept. Keep learning, and you will get the success. So those stop learning at the age of 30, at the age of 28, 26, 40, at any age when they stop learning, they get old, and they who keep learning at any age, they always get young and energetic like me. So I'm a mother of 3 daughters and mother-in-law of 2 son-in-law. So thank you for welcoming me and giving me an honor to speak on. So I started my journey as a stenographer with Thomson Press, and later on I worked as a teacher even in DAV school. But somehow one day in 2004, one pamphlet has changed my life, and I started working in insurance from 2004 until now. So if I say as a teacher, I was just educating kids and giving support to the country for future bright student. I'm just producing. And from last 18 years, I'm also doing the same thing, but in a different way. I'm just protecting the people of country so that they can live their family. I know I'm not serving one people, I'm serving a family now. So protecting one people means serving a society and serving a family even. So my job is protecting a family. So from 2010, I'm into training and development. I'm working currently as a deputy manager with in learning and development with HDFC Life. And this is my professional life, which I'm doing currently as in passion. I'm very passionate about to be a public speaker, good presenter, good storyteller. I want to influence people, and after getting my fourth birth, and you all are shocked. How can one person get fourth time birth? Because I was in post COVID. I was diagnosed in post COVID, so I was on a deathbed for the fourth time, and I was recovered. So I think universe wants me to do something, so that I got my passion of speaking. So that after that, I started speaking on a different platform. I started my YouTube channel. I started spread positivity through my daily motivational quotes. And my one motto is there: ki spread happiness, spread positivity to the society. And I'm just going to think on to take a mission. Ki most of the females are not very much familiar where to invest, how to invest, or how to go and ask for the home loan, how to go for any personal loan, what are the documents are required, how to buy up my own car on my own without my husband, without my father, without my brother. I can go to the showroom and can buy my own car. So that financial decisions we females cannot do right now till now if I'm earning so much of money even. So I want to empower them females ki yes, you have a power. You don't need a power. We are already empowered. Why we need power? We are Kali, we are Durga, we are Saraswati. We are everything. We are Lakshmi. So everything within us. And we are searching in our brother, in our sister, our father, in our husband. They will support and guide us ki where to invest, how to buy a car, how to buy a flat. No. And that I decided when one of my colleague got retired and her husband expired. Later on, she got retired and she has huge money, but she don't know what to do with huge money. Even after spending so many years in an investment sector, she has no clue what to do, how to buy a property, how to buy a mutual fund. She has no clue. So what we are doing then? female empowerment. We are not able to empower ourselves even. How we are saying we are empowered? So that's the mission of mine. I just create something for them. So I'm just brainstorming on it, how I will help them to, so that they can able to meet all their important decisions on their own. They do not need any support. So thank you so much. This is what Meena Karmakar is: positive, energetic, and spiritual. And good luck for me. Thank you.
That's great. That's amazing. You just empowered everyone, Toastmaster Meena, with your speech. You just empowered everyone. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Master of ceremonies, do we need to give a standing ovation, right? As the TI says.
Standing
Oh.
orientation to her. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Now, Certificate Arms Abhishek has posted the link, feedback link for Toastmaster Meena's speech. Kindly take 1 minute to provide your feedback to Toastmaster Meena's speech.
And this is, I'm doing extempore. I was not free. I just free half an hour back.
That's natural. That's natural. That's why it came from heart. Great. So let's move forward. Okay, we wait for 10 more seconds. Yes. So let's move to next prepared speaker, and next prepared speaker is Toastmaster Ashok Gokhale. For evaluating his speech, the evaluator is Toastmaster Primila. I will request Toastmaster Primila to read out a speech objective for Toastmaster Ashok's speech.
1 second. I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Toastmaster Ashok Gokhale. The level is L1 and P2. The writing a speech with purpose. The purpose of the speech is to learn or review a basic methods of writing a speech with defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. All the best to Ashok, and the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Primila. Thank you so much. So let's spotlight prepared speaker Toastmaster Ashok. Are you ready, Toastmaster Ashok?
Yes, but I'm not able to see that timer screen because I'm operating on mobile.
Okay, so we will spotlight your screen and timer screen both together. You will able to see. So
Okay, fine. So nice of you. Thank you.
thank you, Ashok. So let's begin. Toastmaster Ashok, touch, a way of communication. Touch, a way of communication. Toastmaster Ashok.
Okay. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening. Oh, I just forgot that we are meeting virtually and handshake is not possible. But don't you think that shaking hand would have given it more meaning and would have given a feeling of more warmness and would have created more friendly atmosphere? In fact, in the time of 2 years pandemic, we are keeping only in touch virtually or maintaining some distance. Of all 5 senses, touch is the most less talked subject. but touch can communicate and effectually and create magic. That is the purpose of my speech, and that is why I have chosen this as a subject. I'm going to talk about touch, which soothes our nervous system and helps in maintaining our physical and mental well-being. As per Miami School of Medicines, the touch-deprived children are found to be having low cortisol level and very slow growth rate. Even new studies have also seconded the same thing with their studies. And they have shown the importance of physical context in early development of a child and fighting with disease. Now let us talk about few specific touches. Hug. Just imagine a situation where we have gone to receive our loved ones at airport, and these relatives or loved ones are coming back after a long time. What we do first when we see them? We give them a hug, a touch. Just communicating that we love them a lot, we have missed during the period, and we are happy to see them again. Just imagine if we have said only hi or hello, will that have captured the intensity of our emotions? No. Touch of love. How many of you have pets at home? See, even animals, they also love touch. They also understand importance of touch. When you come back from the office after spending a long day to home, what your pet does? It just comes to you and jumps on you because he wants to have your touch on his back. It wants to have a feel of your presence with him. Then comes a touch of consoling. If some of our friends or relatives, if they are in a situation of crisis or feeling sad because someone has departed forever, so instead of writing RIP on just WhatsApp and all, if we visit them, if we put our hand or arm around their shoulder and we give them our shoulder to cry upon, it would be more effective. It would be more consoling them. Touch of safety. If a child comes running to his parents, in their embrace, because he is scared of something which he has just seen, which he just saw, that embrace gives him or her a feeling of that this is the world's safest place to lie on. And some touches are only can be felt. They are beyond explanation, cannot be expressed in words. I would like to share a real experience of my life here. In 1998, when I was working with Rotary Club, we had organized an eye cataract surgery camp for poor villagers. It was a 3 days camp. First day was kept for registration and identifying the patients, and other 2 days were kept for cataract surgeries. I was on the registration counter on the first day. When in the evening counter was almost closed, a poor villager lady nearing about 70 years of age, she came and asked us to get her examined for her eyes. I just told her that we can't take you in now because the counter is closed. She started crying. And what she said, she had come on Shanks pony. Shanks pony means walking a distance around 8 to 10 kilometers from her village. Nobody was accompanying her. She was alone. I just talked to doctors and with their consent, got her examined, registered, and operation was planned next day. Next morning, her eye cataract surgery was done for one eye. In the evening, when I was visiting patients, she just saw me, she could recognize me, and she just called me near her by just hand gestures. I went near to her and asked her, "How are you feeling, Amma? How are you now?" She didn't say anything. She didn't utter a single word. By again her hand gestures, she asked me to sit beside her. I sat on the stool. It was there. She took my one hand in her both hands and pressed very gently. Oof, what kind of a touch it was. I shivered because it communicated so many things without uttering a single word. No combination of any alphabet will be able to express those feelings. Perhaps those feelings or that touch communicated to me her helplessness, her gratitude towards Rotary Club, doctor, and perhaps towards me also to some extent, her blessings, her supplications, what not it had. Still, by just recalling these incidents, I'm having goosebumps. It was a lifetime experience, I tell you. And again, I would urge all of you, this was a divine experience. Only a touch can communicate so many things, so many things. Whenever and whenever possible and wherever applicable, please try to have this experience yourself and try to give this experience to others by your divine touch. I really tell you, touch, soft touch, or maybe, I mean, with a soft intention, it can create magic. It has created magic in my life also. With this and my speech here, again with a request to all of you, have this experience and give this experience to others through touch. It's my perception is touch is the strongest tool of communication without uttering a single word. That's it from me. It's over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me a patient hearing. Thank you.
Great speech, Toastmaster. So great way of letting us know, feeling great way of just you allowed us to feel, to communicate via touch, how powerful it is. Thank you so much, Ashok, for sharing great speech. Thank you so much. Dear everyone, kindly take 1 minute of silence to give the feedback to Speaker Ashok using the link which Surgeted Arms Abhishek had just posted on Zoom chat. So let's move forward now with the next prepared speaker for today. And the next prepared speaker for today is Toastmaster Lucky. For evaluating her speech, we have Toastmaster Saugat. And I will request now Toastmaster Saugat to read a speech objective for Toastmaster Lucky's speech. Saugat.
Thank you, Master of the Ceremony, and everyone here present. Toastmaster Lucky, this is your level 1 proficiency 2 speech, writing a speech with purpose. Well, I will be evaluating your speech based on 3 C's. C number 1 is confidence. Your confidence, you already look sharp. C number 2, your clarity, is your speech has a purpose. And C number 3, your content. I'll be judging your content on the basis of its structure and how you convey it to it. All the best, Toastmaster Lucky. Over to you, Master Lisa.
Thank you so much, Sardar, for reading the speech objective for Toastmaster Lucky's speech. Hello, Lucky. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you able to see timer screen?
Just a second. Let me put in speaker view. Not
Yes.
yet.
Maybe,
No, I can't see.
Maybe Abhishek can spotlight the timer also along with a speaker Lucky. Is it now? Are you able to see now, Lucky? Awesome. Great.
Yes.
Let's go ahead. Toastmaster Lucky. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Toastmaster Lucky.
Thank you. Thank you, Master of Ceremony Raj. In one of my training sessions, this was a training session on leadership for new managers who were from IT profile. So one of the participants from the audience shared an experience with me. That experience I want to share with you today. He said that few years back, when he was a young professional, a junior professional, at that time, he desperately wanted on-site assignment at a foreign location. So he was looking out for foreign visit to handle a project at a foreign location. He was really looking out for that. And one fine day, his manager called him. Probably this was the day he was waiting for. The manager shared with him that he is being given the foreign assignment that he was looking out for. He is being given this kind of project. This is the technology that he'll be working on. This is the environment, etc., etc. The reaction of this professional was, can you guess? Well, it was not that wow. It was why? Why me? Can you guess why this reaction? Because the project that he had got was not as he expected. The gift had come to him, but it had come in an ugly packaging. He got the on-site assignment, the foreign assignment that he was looking out for years. But the project that he got was of a technology he was not at all aware of. And he was being sent at a location where he didn't have anyone to guide him. There was no manager, no one who could guide him on that project. And he had to handle the entire client's project on that technology, which he didn't know. And he had heard that the project is not that easy. He was totally disturbed. He just asked his manager, why? I am new. I don't know about this technology. Do you think I'll be able to handle? The manager simply said, yes, you can. That's why I've selected you. But this guy was really, the rant. He kept on speaking that, oh my God, he kept on bombarding his manager. Why, how can you do this? I can't handle, I don't know anything, etc., etc. But the manager simply said that you don't have an option. You have to go. And I know that you can. He had no option. He had to fly the next week itself. He went back home. He shared all this with his parents. His parents also listened to him. They tried to console him. It's okay. Take it as an opportunity. You can. He didn't have an option. He flew. So the entire experience he shared with me in that training session. I asked him, so what was the result? What happened then? Were you able to handle this? He was delighted to share that this was one of the best projects that he got, probably in his career. He could do it so well. Of course, initially there were a lot of troubles, lot of issues He had to work a lot. He had to work for 16 hours or so, but he could manage. He could come out of all those problems and he could manage the project so well that he was really appreciated for that. And he said that he is so thankful that he got that project. And because of that project, he learned that new technology, which is in use now. And not only that, he also learned a different perspective of life. He learned that challenges come and you have to accept them. He learned a different perspective of himself. He learned that he can. He learned that his self-confidence improved. So all those things he gained out of that experience. So friends, I would like to share with you the learning that we all can gain from here. We all get challenges in life, but how do we take those challenges? God gives us a challenge when he thinks that you can. God puts us in the fire when he thinks that this is the time you can now shine even more. Challenges are the real opportunities. Mind my words. These challenges are the real opportunities, and you can really grow with this. By grow, I mean something very special, and this is going to be a gift for you. Grow means grab these real opportunities and be the winner. Grab these real opportunities and be the winner. So grow and you will grow. That's the gift from me to you. Grab these opportunities and believe that you can. And my dear friends, yes, you can. That's all. Thank you.
Great. Believe we can and we can achieve definitely. Thank you so much, Lucky, for sharing beautiful message to everyone. Kindly take 1 minute now to give your valuable feedback to speaker Lucky. The link is in the chat box. Let's go ahead now with the next prepared speaker. We have Toastmaster Chakradhar Dixit with us. For evaluating his speech, we have Toastmaster Sudha. Hi, Sudha. I will request Toastmaster Sudha to share a speech objective for Toastmaster Chakradhar's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudha.
Sure. Thank you so much, Master of Ceremonies, and good evening to the Chalk and Duster Toastmaster Club today on a beautiful Saturday evening. Today, my speaker will be attempting his level 2 project 3 speech, which is the most important aspect of the Toastmasters learning. When we finish crossing over the pathway, we try to become mentors to a lot of new beginners. And this is a very crucial subject in Toastmasters, and this is what my speaker will be attempting today, the introduction to Toastmasters mentoring in the path of effective coaching. The speaker will be required to cover the definition of how Toastmasters envisions mentoring and also his experience of being a protege. Thank you. Wish you all the best, and over to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudha, for reading out the speech objective for Chakradhar's speech. Hello, Toastmaster Chakradhar. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now it is. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, great.
Hope I'm audible and visible also.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Are you able to see timer screen?
Yes, I can.
Great. Let's go ahead. Toastmaster Chakradhar, the art of assisting discovery. The art of assisting discovery, Toastmaster Chakradhar Dixit.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. Toastmasters of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests, a very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon from whichever part of the world you have joined this meeting. I would like to use this opportunity to tell you all about a life teacher who has actually came into my life, and I'm not going to forget his learning for my whole lifetime. Who was he? He was my mentor. He was my mentor who has changed my life. And it was learning, the learning which he has given me, that is, you can learn anything by doing it and not waiting to learn it fully and then start teaching. He was someone who actually walked the talk. When I met him first time in the year 2012, I thought this old man was not going to let anybody grow in this organization till the time he is in his position, because that is what I have heard of him. But once I met him, it was completely other way around. At the age of 63, he was changing career. He was actually a product selling person. And after that, he started heading a job work unit from a product selling person to a job work, head of a job work unit. And at the age of 63, people think that my life is finished and I have done whatever I've actually planned for my life. I should not take any new challenges. But that person was completely, absolutely unruffled with that new responsibility. Rather, he was raring to go and prove himself again. Under his guidance, I started working to a job work unit which was about to close. 40 people were there, and it was almost at the verge of that CEO sir his decision can come anytime that this is going to close. But under his guidance, we have turned everything around. We have turned the things, and it was a unit which was not making even 2 lakhs per month. I started making 20 lakhs per month. In INR, I'm talking about. It is all about in INR. And not only that, after we did that, we got a recognition from the CEO sir as the best performing unit among all the units we are esteemed organization had. But also, this is just one achievement, I should say. The other achievement was the unit which was about to close. Now that unit has all the ammunition to become one of the best job work unit among all the competitors around there. You can say all the competitive units present around. And problem doesn't end here. It has given one more problem to us, all of us. We have got one more problem, that is labor problem. Now your production is increasing, then you should have a better labor force to manage that. And here also his acumen come to our help. What he suggested that why can't you bring your existing people at the supervisory position, and why you can't bring new people at the more position where they can be trained and they can start working within 15 days. And we have did that, and it has worked wonders for us. So 2 things, like we started we actually started getting more production also, and our labor force was also happy. They were happy. They're in means everything become good. The situation become good that people started loving their job, and they started working there with more zeal, with more. They were started putting more effort because the leadership was good. And the last thing which we all salespeople we have that problem is the outstanding, and the outstanding is the pressure from the management. We were getting that pressure from the management how you're going to clear that outstanding. So he came into that field also. He started talking to the customers, and he was ready to take that brunt of bad debt, and he even talk to customers and clear those debt. And now we are in a position to dictate the terms that whose job we should take and whose we should not. So from a unit which was about to close, now we are in a position to dictate the terms. We were in a position where we can say that we can take this job work and we cannot take this job work. So this is all about a good mentor. If you get a hand holding of a good mentor, you're going to reach to that position. So now I'm going to disclose his name. His name is Devendra Agrawal. And today also, when I call him, he gives the best advice, and it works for me even today. Kudos to my teacher. You are making a huge impact. I want to end my speech with this one great thought that teachers can change lives with the right mix of chalk and challenges. Thank you, and over to you, Emotion.
Great. Thank you so much, Chakradhar, for sharing about your mentor who helped you to reach where you are standing today. Thank you so much for sharing that. Kindly take 1 minute now to give your valuable feedback to Toastmaster Chakradhar's speech.